As families enjoyed Memorial Day weekend, it is historically known as one of the most violent weekends in the city. So today, young people teamed up with community leaders to march for peace.
WGN's Jewel Hillary joins us live in Humboldt Park now with the story. Jewel.
Hi, Jackie and Saman. So we're near the Humboldt Park Boathouse, which has turned into a safe space filled with games as well as music for children and their families this afternoon. But before all of the activities here, young people and families marched around Humboldt Park, crying out for their safety. Children from across the city marched with violence prevention leaders, elected officials, and families through Humboldt Park Saturday afternoon, pleading for an end to gun violence.
There's a lot of stuff happening to little kids, and that shouldn't be happening. It's like, gotta stop. I just tired of it, and I want it to stop.
The 29th Annual Youth for Peace Walk kicked off at Division Street and California Avenue, not far from where 27-year-old Santos Daniel Rodriguez, affectionately called Danny, lost his life in a shooting last June.
My family finds it very important to be out here to raise awareness, to really just push the community to put the guns down.
Danny's family hopes bringing awareness to his death and the many others taken in shootings will help prevent other families from going through the same pain.
There's nothing that could bring our children back from that, or our loved ones from that, and I'm here because of that, and I want justice for my son.
26th Ward Alderwoman Jessie Fuentes, who represents Humboldt Park, says it was important to offer families safe and fun activities to participate in after Saturday's march.
Because the march itself is symbolic. It's our call for peace. But then what are you doing in action to create peace in your community? And that's making sure you're bringing the resources that families deserve.
As we embrace warm weather and the summer months, participants in today's walk hope the steps they're taking amount to less violence in the streets.
The more people that raise awareness, the better. We can never have too many voices raising awareness for this issue.
So the festivities here outside of the Humboldt Park Boathouse are expected to wrap up in about a half hour at 6 o'clock. Alderman Fuentes says this is the first of several community events like this planned over the summer months. Reporting live tonight in Humboldt Park, I'm Jewel Hillary, WGN News.
Thanks, Jewel. Chicago police are looking for help identifying two individuals involved in a robbery on the Red Line Thursday night. Authorities say the man and woman in these security camera images from the CTA approached the victim on the train, then stole their property. It happened at the Lake Street stop around 7:30. If you have any information, contact Area 1 detectives.
President Joe Biden told graduates of the U.S. Military Academy at West Point their class is being called upon to tackle threats across the globe. He said among their tasks will be to preserve the country's ideals at home, quote, like none before.
But ideas need defenders to make them real. That's what you, the class of 2024, are all about. Defenders of freedom, champions of liberty, guardians, and I mean this, guardians of American democracy. And just as this historic institution helped make America free over 2 centuries ago, and just as generations of West Point graduates have kept us free through every challenge and danger, you must keep us free at this time, like none before.
The president was given a photograph of the 2024 graduating class, and the graduates tossed their hats into the air. There you go, a tradition that began in 1949, marking the graduates from cadets to military officers. It's every artist's goal to have their work seen at a gallery.
And sometimes when that dream comes true, it's more than just a show. It's a lot of fun. Sean Lewis explains.
It is art you could safely describe as utterly silly. Plays on words, chicken pot pie, and strike, strike, turkey.
I really wanted to paint a scene of a UFO abducting a cow.
Bumpy Wilson is a pretty interesting name for a guy who right now is living a pretty interesting life.
I do this part-time, which is crazy because if you saw my apartment, you think I'd be painting every single minute of every single day.
A visual depiction of a bad joke.
You might recognize him from his frenetic and quirky social media posts.
Little man in the corner talking about artwork. Here we go.
It's the full view. It's called Beef Blades.
But what started in his parents' basement just took a big step into adulting. His first ever solo show titled I Am an Amateur Adult at the Jackson Young Gallery in Wicker Park. For Bumpy, it's
mind-blowing. It's, I mean, I was shaking when I got the news that I could put up 13 paintings in this gallery, so it's astonishing.
Bumpy applied for an exhibition last year that was for a group show with a wonderful piece called Beef Basketball. And the staff fell in love. Everybody was freaking out over that painting.
The gallery director.
He just blew it out of the water. People really respond beautifully to his work.
Well, she is just moved by his work.
Seeing the cows, it felt very familiar, but I see a lot of nostalgia and a lot of love and thought put into life and growing.
From rollerblading to alien abduction, a lot of this show, but not all, belongs to the bovine.
I love painting cows because cows are hilarious. Cows have personalities.
And this.
It's really just about taking a leap of faith, trying something new.
Don't be a coward.
My best job that I ever had was being a lifeguard at a pool. And the #1 rule was that if you climbed up the ladder for the diving board, you could not go back down. So I spent a lot of my time yelling at kids that they had to jump off, and most of them looked like a very sad cow just peering over the diving board and me yelling at them from the background, jump, jump, just do it. So this piece is really a nod to the kids that just need to jump, just take a leap of faith.
In a world of amateur adults, it is a reminder that in art, a child's fascination, a child's worldview, can bring joy to so many others. In Wicker Park, Sean Lewis, WGN News.